The alarm goes off before the sun has fully decided to rise. Not loud, not dramatic, just enough to remind you it's time again. You don't jump out of bed. You don't feel inspired. You just lie there for a few seconds longer than you should. Your body is heavy. Your mind already racing. Bills, deadlines, that message you didn't reply to, your kid's school fee, your parents' health check. That quiet pressure sitting on your chest before your feet even touch the floor. You sigh, not because you're weak, because you're human. And nobody really told us that this phase of life would feel like carrying 3 generations on one back. You get up anyway, slowly, silently, like you've done 1,000 times before. You make your coffee, or maybe just stand there holding it, not even tasting it, scrolling your phone, but not really reading anything, just existing for a moment. And if you're honest, there's a thought that visits sometimes. Why am I so tired, even after sleeping? Let me tell you something, as someone walking the same road as you. You're not just tired from lack of sleep. You're tired from responsibility, from years of holding things together, from never really being allowed to fall apart. We are that generation, the one that grew up without safety nets, the one that figured things out alone, the one that became strong, not by choice, but by necessity. Remember those days? Coming home to an empty house, a key in your pocket, a simple instruction: take care of yourself. No one checked if you were okay. No one asked how you felt. You just adapted. You learned to be quiet, to endure, to solve problems without making noise. That's where this strength comes from. Not from motivation videos, not from hype. From years of doing what needed to be done, even when you didn't feel like it. That's discipline. But not the loud, aggressive kind people talk about online. Not the wake up at 4 a.m. and conquer the world nonsense. No, I'm talking about something quieter, something deeper. The kind of discipline that doesn't look impressive, but builds a life. Waking up when you don't feel like it. Going to work when your mind is already exhausted. Showing up for your family even when you have nothing left in the tank. That is power. And nobody claps for it. Nobody sees the internal battle you win every morning just by getting out of bed. But I see it, because I live it too. There's this idea floating around that we need to be passionate every day, that we need to feel excited, driven, inspired. Let me be real with you. That's a lie. Most days are just ordinary. Some days are heavy. Some days feel like you're walking through mud. And that's okay. You don't need to feel great to move forward. You just need to keep moving. That's the difference between fantasy and real life. A moral story for adults isn't about heroes who always feel strong. It's about people who continue, even when they don't. People like you. You see, our generation doesn't quit easily. Not because we're fearless, but because we don't have that luxury. We have people depending on us, and that changes everything. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think discipline means pushing harder, more effort, more pressure, more expectations. No, that's how you break yourself. Real discipline, the kind that lasts, is quieter than that. It's knowing when to lower your expectations for the day. Not your standards, but your expectations. Some days, just showing up is enough. Some days, doing 70% is a win. some days, keeping things from falling apart is success. You don't need to win every day. You just need to not give up. There's a difference. And if you don't understand that, you'll burn out chasing an unrealistic version of yourself. I've seen it too many times. People trying to act like machines, trying to be perfect, then collapsing. Listen carefully. You are not behind. You are carrying more than most people understand. Financial pressure, family responsibility, emotional weight. And yet, you're still here, still moving, still trying. That matters more than you think. You don't need a new personality. You don't need to reinvent your life overnight. You need to protect your energy. That's it. Because energy is your real currency now. Not time, not ideas, energy. If your energy is drained, everything feels impossible. So start there, small things. Breathe before you rush. Sit for 1 minute longer with your coffee. Don't check your phone immediately. Give your mind a moment to wake up, not just your body. You've spent years reacting to everything. Today, try responding instead. Slow it down. You don't need to fix your whole life this morning. You just need to take the next step. That's discipline. Not loud, not glamorous, but effective. There's something else I want you to understand. You don't need to prove anything anymore. Not to your boss, not to society, not even to your younger self. You've already survived things that version of you couldn't imagine. Now, it's about sustainability, about making sure you can keep going without breaking yourself in the process. That's a different game, and it requires a different mindset. Less ego, more awareness. Less comparison, more acceptance. You don't need to be the best. You need to be consistent. Because consistency quietly beats intensity every time. That's not motivational talk. That's reality. Even in business, even in building something long-term, the principle is the same. Don't wait to be perfect. Start and refine as you go. Same with life. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You need a repeatable one. Something simple enough that you can do it even on your worst days. Because those are the days that define you, not the good ones. Anyone can perform when they feel good, but showing up when you don't, that's where your identity is built. So here's what I want you to do right now. Nothing complicated. Take a slow breath, in and out. Feel your shoulders drop just a little. You're not running a race this morning. You're continuing a journey. There's no finish line today, just one more step, then another, and another. That's how you've made it this far. Not with big leaps, but with quiet, stubborn steps forward. And you're going to keep doing that. Not because it's easy, but because that's who you are. A person who keeps going, even when tired, even when uncertain, even when no one is watching. That's your strength. Not loud, not flashy, but unbreakable. So don't look for motivation today. Don't wait for the perfect mood. Just stand up, get dressed, open the door, and step into your day calmly. Not rushed, not forced, just steady. That's enough, more than enough.